Round one. DJ Debs versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Time right. Y'all see the time right. It's almost time, baby. You ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Now, make sure y'all hitting the thumbs up. Make sure y'all comment and let us know where y'all tuning in from. The show Get 'em to the Metaverse is about to start. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Come on, make some noise. Put some fire emojis in the comment section. It's about to be insane. It's about to be insane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
We back.
Hey.
We
It's
back.
called Get 'em to the Metaverse. You gotta get 'em
get 'em
to
to
the Metaverse.
Metaverse.
That's joy. That's
Hey,
joy.
y'all. Hey, y'all.
It's me. It's me right here.
Right there.
It's Get 'em to the Metaverse. You gotta get 'em
get 'em
to
to
the Metaverse.
the
Let's
Metaverse.
go.
Woo.
Hey, hold up. Hey, y'all know we gotta vibe a little bit, just for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? First of all, how you feeling, Joy Rain? Yeah.
I am feeling amazing. Welcome to another episode of Get 'em to the Metaverse. Y'all, we are super excited to be back again for another week. And look, we have some stuff to talk about. But
Yes,
first,
we
how
do.
are you feeling, Jaden?
I'm feeling real good. Hey, I'm feeling real good.
Oh, that's so cute.
May the fourth be with you. May the
May the
fourth.
You know, I'm
Look, man.
all in it with you. You know?
Look, bro, we hype, you know what I'm saying? We come in with our own energy. We come in with our own band, you know what I'm saying? But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Get 'em to the Metaverse, where our mission is to help to make the extraordinary Metaverse an ordinary part of life. And so,
Yes.
with the lovely Joy Rain, right here, and with your boy J Dunn, we about to get into some fun, man. I mean, it's been a hard week. Can I tell them the truth real quick?
Go ahead on, tell him.
Your boy hungry, man. All right, Joy got us on this diet, and y'all, it's messing with me, y'all. Listen. It's messing with me a little bit, man. Gaming Drinks is in the building, brother.
Hey, man.
Thank you so much. Always tuning in. One of the first guests to always show up, man. And an awesome another content creator in the building. Show Futuristic. Let's
Hey,
go.
man.
What's good, brother? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Listen. It's about to go down, man. We also got another awesome content creator in the building, Samson 143 from Let's Talk Oculus says, "What's good? Got y'all on here for the end of my work shift. Let's go." That's what I'm talking about.
We gonna bring you on home.
That's it. And thoughts and prayers to the brother Hardy West, saying,
Hardy,
"Yo, we pray that you're getting well, man. What you doing, man? You know, everybody like, who is he talking to? Y'all gotta be on the live show. You know, that's how y'all know. Okay, appreciate you tuning in, brother. So you ready to get into? Look, we got a lot. All right, it's a lot going on in the space. So I'm really, really excited about it. Let's go ahead and get into this week's breaking news. Let's go. All right. So first thing on the list, let me bring that volume down just a little bit so we not blending in y'all ears. We were so Meta say, hey, listen. They say Meta is still committed in this Metaverse thing, right?
Can I tell you that was such a relief, first of all?
Come on,
we even go
talk about
even
that
further, because we were on the edge. We were like, okay, are they throwing us away? Are they like really not focusing on the Metaverse anymore? What's going on with this? You know?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, so let's set the scene, because we got the people thinking, they're like, well, okay, what y'all talking about? So Mark Zuckerberg, they had their earnings call just about a week or two ago. I think it was about like last week, because I remember we went to go get some Mexican the other week. And it was incredible. And she was in the car.
The whole time.
Yes, I am hungry. She got me on this diet, y'all. Send food. Super chat food, okay? But no. So Mark Zuckerberg, after their earnings call, came out and basically said that they have not given up on the Metaverse. In fact, we got a direct quote. You want to read the quote for us?
Yeah, it says, the next milestone is that we're gearing up to launch our next generational consumer virtual and mixed reality device later this year.
Yes.
We launched Quest 2 almost 3 years ago at this point. It was a very big step forward in VR, and we're really excited to show the world all the improvements and new technology we've developed since then at the price point that will be accessible for lots of people.
Yes.
And that was a quote by
Mark Zuckerberg
himself.
So knowing that, number one, it gets us super excited, because there's another piece of the news later in the show today that we're going to talk about. But
and that's for the Quest 3.
Yeah, that's for the Quest 3. And then him even saying that it's a price point that's easily accessible for a lot of people. So that puts me in that $500 range. I'm going to put my foot on.
Okay.
The getting things done. I'm talking for you too. No, let me ask you, what do you think the price range is going to be for the Quest 3?
It's going to be the $499 thing for $500, or it's going to be the $549.
$549. Okay. I'm standing from around 400 for. I'm hoping they up the specs, because 128 ain't gonna do no more. Just like the 64. I'm hoping they go 256, 512 for the higher price. But that $400 range gets you. $400 to $500 range gets you that 256. I think they shouldn't even put a 128.
And I was thinking about including all the warranties and stuff like that. That's why I was thinking bottom line price of what you're gonna be paying with taxes and warranty and all that stuff. I'm thinking about around $549ish. You're gonna be paying for everything. That's
true. Now I love that, because we are a warranty family. Okay, everything we buy. We was taking our Quest 2s back just because we could. We like, you know what, man? I don't like this. Got a little dirt on it, man. Can you just swap that out for another one, please, God? Yeah. So
like it got a chip on it.
I'm like really, really excited about the Quest 3, because they've been talking a lot about new advancements in technology. We know this much. Pancake lenses is going to happen. We know full color pass-through is going to be there. Hopefully a depth sensor that was missing in the Quest Pro. We're not going to get into that. Hoping for the depth sensor, and we know there's going to be, the point is a better process. It's XR2 Gen 2. It's supposed to be basically double the processing power of the Quest 2. So here's hoping that we're going to see some amazing things. And I think we're going to get a sneak peek. Here, Joy, hold me to this. Okay. I think we're going to get a sneak peek of a game that they're going to show us that's going to be able to run on the Quest 2, but it's gonna be meant for the Quest 3 when we get to this other topic later in the show. Okay, but while Mark Zuckerberg is planting his seeds back in Metaverse, we got some other people saying, listen, we not out the fight yet. Okay. PlayStation VR says, let me close some of these other ones out. PlayStation VR says, VR2 says they are coming to retailers. So here's a part of the story that a lot of people don't know. If you want to get a PSVR 2, you had to purchase it from them directly. You had to get it straight from PlayStation. So now they're talking about it coming to stores. What do you think about that, Joy?
I think that is the easier it is to get in the more places this is visible for people to see. I think that they will gravitate to it and want it,
Yeah.
The children, they are going to see this in the store and be like, okay, I need to get this. It's PlayStation. I need to get it.
Yeah.
But you have to have the PlayStation 5.
You got to have the PlayStation 5. And look, while we talking about PlayStation 5, let's check in with a few of the folks in here. Okay. Game and Drink says, quiet as kept, Meta is responsible for the big push VR needed for the masses. And look, man, that's the whole part of this show today. I won't get into the topic, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. And Samsung 143 VR says $500. He believes the price of the Quest 3 is going to be around $500. Maybe one without controllers that can use the Pro controllers. I would love that for sure. Good. That depth sensor is a big deal. Yes, chauffeur futuristic. That is definitely something that we were upset about when we bought the Quest Pro day one, and we were like, "Where is the depth sensor?" We doing the Guardian stuff, and we like, "Why is it not?" And we realized, oh, they took it out at the last minute. So, imagine the gaming on it. Listen. For Quest 3, all we want is Grand Theft Auto. Okay. Let me go into the club. Let me go have my life. Y'all ain't gonna see me we ain't gonna have a podcast for a whole month. For a whole month. I'm telling y'all right now. So, but back to PlayStation VR 2. Listen, like, this is not, once again, I'm gonna say this, Joy, and you back me up on this.
Okay.
We are PSVR 2. We are PlayStation people. We like PlayStation.
Yes, we are.
Well, she like PlayStation. I'm more Xbox.
I am, okay. Yes.
But I just haven't had the appeal and push for it. Like, maybe if I had a demo, PlayStation, if you want to send us a demo unit, maybe if I had a demo and I could put it on.
The reason that it's lacking as well is because we haven't had that touch feel moment of putting it on and seeing all it's capable of, that we feel that it really didn't have a need. Now this is a thing. If they bring the PlayStation VR 2 to the retailers, will they have a demo set up?
See,
like the Best Buy?
That's a really good thought. That's a really good thought. I think what sells systems is games, and what sells VR is being in the headset.
Yes.
You can quote Jay Dunn, Joy Rain on that, all right? What sells systems is games, and what sells VR is being in the headset. You cannot, content creators that do VR, it's very hard to give people the experience. Every time we show someone in our family, oh, this is what we're doing, we're playing bowling. Oh, okay. Well, is that the same as your Game Boy? Your Game Boy? No, it's not the same as playing on a PlayStation or flat screen. You're bowling with your real hand. Oh, like Wii Sports, yeah, but it's fully immersive around you. I don't understand, So the idea is that if they do have it in store, we'll be one of the first ones to go to the store. Maybe we'll make a whole video about it, going to Best Buy and getting in demo. And if we walk away like, oh my God, this is VR on a whole nother level, then we gonna be down $1,000. It sounds like. Yeah, so, and a few of the people chiming in about that saying, Hardy West says, PSVR 2, I'll pass. We know why you'll pass, because there's no horizon on it. We know. Gamer Drink says, I would have bought a PSVR 2 if I could also use it for PCVR. And that's a good point. There's a lot of headsets that's dual purpose right now. And I really think the Quest kind of messed it up for a lot of people. Like the Quest really is that great for standalone and also great for PCVR, and the Quest Pro is even better at both of those. So we'll see where they're at when this is all said and done, right? Yeah. But PlayStation, back to Meta here, because Meta say, all right, y'all been talking a lot of talk. Okay, all right. Let me get my Mark Zuckerberg face on. Y'all been talking. Look, I love Mark. I love the barbecue sauce too. All right. So Meta, if you want to sponsor us, the idea is Meta say, all right, we know Apple coming. All right. Then we know E3, even though rest in peace to E3 is no longer. We know PlayStation gonna be coming with a showcase to show more games and get more people locked into their ecosystem.
Right.
So you know what we need to do? We gonna need to have our game showcase. We gonna have it 4 to 5 days before before Apple gets to show off. Supposedly
you see that, huh?
They're playing the game.
They're playing the game.
They're playing the game, and this is also around the augmented World Expo called AW, right around May 31st through June 2nd. So there's a lot of things happening in the VR AR space. What do you think about this announcement about the game showcase?
I think that it's incredible. I think it's another aspect of getting people excited about the VR space. Now, we can be excited all we want, but if they don't deliver,
come on,
that's a whole nother thing. So they have to have the responsibility of delivering to the people what they want and what we're expecting. If not over,
yeah, I mean,
deliver.
There's, there was a teaser at the end of the video for the game showcase showing what some people are speculating to be Asgard's Wrath, either a port of it from PC VR to Quest standalone, or a sequel to it, or some type of MMO. My thoughts is this, okay? We need franchises, okay? We don't have. I remember when we did our interview with the Today Show. At the end of our interview, on the show, when they actually broadcasted it, the guy said, well, what's the killer app? What do they have, a Mario? Like, what's the Mario for the platform? And we need our Mario. Beat Saber is been made 5 years. Congratulations to Beat Saber for a great 5 years. But we need something that's a staple that you can only get on the Quest. Beat Saber can be played on multiple platforms, on computer. We need something that's going to be a staple. So I'm hoping to see them really open the doors. There's they talked about last year, what was that, the Ghost game, Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters.
and San Andreas. So we're hoping to see a little bit more movement. What's one, if you want to, let me ask you this, Joy. Okay. What game would really sell you, like a existing franchise, and they said, Mark comes on screen, or Ruth, which is one of the persons who handles the content, comes on screen saying, all right, y'all, you guys been asking for a franchise to come, and we're proud to announce, what's the game for you?
It is the GTA, like, for real.
Okay.
What else? For real, it's like, what else would you want to bring into this environment?
I'm going to tell you what your answer is you're going to be mad when I tell you what the answer is. You ready? Call of Duty. Call of Duty. If they announce
my first love,
Call of Duty on the Quest platform coming, like,
oh man,
could you imagine having a franchise that big?
But and you know what? I was thinking, because they have contractors, because they have blast, what is it, the bleachers,
yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
Breachers. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I messed up.
Bleachers.
Bleachers. It's bleachers. No, but breachers, because they have that. I mean, I was going to think, well, why would they bring Call of Duty to combat with that? And, it would knock them down and all this other kind of stuff. And I thought that they wouldn't do that. So that's why I was like,
I mean, here's the thing. There's a ton of first-person shooters, but Call of Duty has kind of, has the crown there. So,
what about you?
What about me?
Throw it back at you.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, and it's not for me. But this is what I believe. Now, Status Pro has done a phenomenal job at being the Madden for the platform. But we need a Madden. We need a NBA 2K. Sports really solidified game systems, really big. So Status Pro is really great. We got Gym Class for basketball. We got Blacktop Hoops. We got a lot of great games. But I think when it comes down to bringing a franchise to the platform, I really believe if they could bring something like Madden or bring something like NBA 2K to the platform, I really think that's going to open up the doors for so many more people that want to get into the platform for sure.
Yeah.
But look, let's check in with the audience because the audience is in there today. Y'all is talking up a storm. We love it. We love it.
Yes.
So Show Futuristic, I think, was saying to our Call of Duty call, no. But Hardy West says, I know that's right, GTA. That's right. And Show Futuristic says, but it would be big. Yes, Call of Duty would be huge if it was on the platform, right?
Yeah.
And then Grand Theft Auto is way bigger than Call of Duty. Love Duty though. Look, that's the person who love Call of Duty. He called it Duty. I love Duty. Okay. Meta had that community with Echo, but they would need something like that to bring in more retention. Correct. Now, Echo VR, unfortunately is going to be leaving in August. There might be something that's coming. Maybe they're expecting something big to be coming. Maybe we're going to see something from that game studio at the game showcase. What about League of Legends or World of Warcraft? Oh man, we do need a really good MMO. Now Zenith is incredible. So we've been wanting to be we've been wanting to get into Zenith a little bit more. We're testing the waters because now the reason why Joy's doing that, she's not big into anime. She's not as big into anime, and so I'm into anime. So it's a little bit different. So I'm up in there like I'm a fairy, yay, and she's like I want to go kill stuff. It's crazy. If they bumped up Horizon experience, then more community will come. 100%. Look, you got one of the most prolific builders in here, Hardy West, who brought spades into Horizon World. So we know that if there's more games and more opportunities, more experiences that can be built with some of the new tools they've been hinting at since Connect, man, we might see a big boom in Horizon. I think fingers crossed that we're going to definitely see more games coming in that's going to actually hold people in Horizon. So we shall see from there. Well, that's it for the game showcase. So we're excited. So we're going to probably, I don't know what we're going to do yet. We're going to kind of broadcast possibly around that time to talk about the game showcase. Maybe we'll do a live stream either during or after the broadcast to kind of talk about.
But we're going to bring the tea. We're going to let y'all know.
If we go on the screen looking like this. Oh, let me go to me real quick. That's gonna mean there's no GTA. The thumbnail for the show gonna be this. If there's no GTA, but if it's GTA, look, you gotta put your grin on. Like this. That's how we go. That's how we gonna be. All right. That's how we gonna be. Wait, I got another comment I want to bring some highlights to. I want to see the Microsoft relationship more fleshed out. Yes.
What is going on with that?
So
it's
here's
in the dark.
Here's another thing. So they did the same thing with Grand Theft Auto. Mark sits down with one of the content people for the team, and they're like, "Yeah, we're really excited about Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, it's gonna be great to bring this to the Quest platform." Blah 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 blah. 2 years later, still nothing. Not even a game clip of nothing. Right?
You're like, y'all didn't see that.
So Connect October, which was what now almost 9 months ago, maybe. Look, exactly. And the baby wasn't Microsoft. All right. And so there's this whole partnership with the cloud gaming, and the CEO of Microsoft said, maybe the next time we talk, we'll be playing Microsoft Flight Simulator together. So we're like, all right, so what's the big deal? And we know Xbox right now completely is all in on cloud gaming. So I would love to see that launch officially. We do have a video on the Getting Things Done channel about how you could play cloud gaming games right now on the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro. But we would love to see the official release coming real soon. So thanks for that comment, man.
Yeah, great comment.
So last but not least on the news today, we're going to talk about our favorite platform, Horizon Worlds. They came out with a cool update. Now listen, with this update, Joy, tell them why they need to be subscribed to us on Instagram and Facebook and all the places. Cause why? She like, what? Well, here's the thing. Why we say that? Because they have given us access to be able to photo share, and not just photo share, because we've been able to do that for the most part, but to be able to post straight to stories from within Horizon. So literally be inside of Horizon Worlds, be recording something. You say, you know what? I think I'm gonna send this straight to the stories and kind of just
look. The reason why I was looking like that, it was because the people should have already been following us.
Oh my God!
Already posted on our thing where we were joking around behind the scenes with Joy Rain and Jay Dunn. And so it was like y'all would have known automatically, but hey,
I'm just saying though. Like I
I
love your
let them know.
segue. I love your segue right there. Like I love how you was like, why y'all ain't following us though?
I mean, you would have already known.
Why you ain't following us though? But anyway, so yeah, Horizon has this new social feature, allows you to put into stories, and
Yeah,
we've been using it. So that's how we're gonna be doing all our behind the scenes stuff. So you wanna
yeah.
capture anything when we're shooting things or doing things inside of Horizon, you gotta be subscribed and checking us out on the gram, and possibly on Facebook as well, because we're definitely going to be posting more behind the scenes from
Yes.
within world while we're building and doing things on that platform. So we're really excited about those features. It's a lot of jokes when it comes down to Horizon, but let me tell y'all something. There's no other platform right now that's steadily giving updates week to week on
Listen,
trying to better the platform. So
you're all
just
right.
keep that in mind. We love VR chat. We've actually been doing a lot more in VR chat. We love spatial. We've been
Mm-hmm.
having more time to spend in there as well. We have almost an equal. No,
Roblox.
it's not equal love. Horizon is top, but for us. But we spread the love. Okay,
Spread the love
we spread the
around.
metaverse love. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we've got through all of that. Now let's get into our apps of the week. You ready to get into the apps of the week?
Let's go.
All right. Well, let's get into the apps of the week. So, all right, y'all. I told y'all at the beginning of the show that Joy got me hungry over here, man. All right, and we on this
We on a health kick
we
right
on the health
now.
kick right now. We on the health kick right now. So,
Yeah.
all right, tell them about your particular app of the week this week.
Okay, my app of the week is called O Shape, where you are doing all these different poses. You got to strike a pose and everything, and watch out for the different things, duck and dodge, dip, dive. What was that on dodgeball? Dodge, dip, dive. But anyway,
Yeah, I can't.
but
Yeah,
yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's what have been doing, and I've been having some fun with it. It's different.
yeah. It's one of those games, and I feel like there was like a TV show that had something like this in it as well.
Yeah.
But it's just really, really cool that kind of see her. And I enjoy watching Joy play it.
Man, if I showed that for real, of me doing that, listen, that would be hilarious. That would go viral. I'd be, and you'd be like, you think you look one way, but then after, when you see yourself on video, it's like, it's not getting posted. You hear me? It's not even working.
I'm not. I watch it I watch her do it for other reasons. I wish I could zoom in
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh.
But anyway, so yeah, let's get back into your app of the week. But yeah, O Shape is really cool and it's really fun.
It's really cool.
And like I say, I've watched her play a lot and she enjoys it thoroughly, and I enjoy watching her play it. So shout out to O Shape and the amazing things they've been doing with the app. Now for me,
For you. Uh-huh.
y'all listen. I've been subscribed to Supernatural. She was subscribed to Supernatural. We were subscribed for about a year, and I might have used it 4 or 5 times. All right. But since we on this health kick, we trying to get more, what I'm saying, hot boy, hot girl summer vibes. So I'll jump back into Supernatural, okay? And y'all didn't warn me. They did not warn me about these new knee strikes that they got in the game.
Come
Okay.
on, tell the people
All
about
right.
it.
So I'm up in there. I don't do the little sword thing. I that's for beat saber. I don't get into all that. I ain't trying to get my glutes in my loops. All right. I'm just trying to get my body, working and moving. So I started doing the boxing, and they, Coach Doc, shout out to Coach Doc. I love him. He's my favorite coach on
shout
the
out.
Supernatural platform. They added these knee strikes in, man. And they bodied me. They've been bodying me. I did a medium. I used to do hardcore when I was really big into Supernatural, like a few months back. I was really big, almost every day doing it. I had to go to medium. I was like, let me just kind of get in a little, light workout. You know what I'm saying? And they added the knee strikes. So I'm in there punching and punching, and I gotta lift my knee. And I'm trying to do it for real. Some people be dropping their hands when they're doing this. I'm like boxing. I'm still doing my ducking and dodging, but then you gotta pull that knee up. And y'all, I pulled that knee up, and I think I pulled something. All right. I said I pulled a knee up, and I think I pulled something.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
it was rough. It was kind of rough, but
But it
I'm
was a good
enjoying.
workout.
And look, she knows I came out
You
sweaty.
came in drenched. I was like, what
Drenched,
you been
okay?
doing?
And this is in the I did not do this in the Quest Pro. I will refuse to do this in my Quest Pro because even though I know it'd be more clarity, I just don't
Yeah.
want to mess. So I use my Quest 2 to for workout because we have multiple Quest 2. So I'm like, you know what? I'll use that and work out in that, and then I'll use my Quest Pro for normal stuff. So that's the apps of the week for me. Now there's another one that there's our new app of the week we wanted to talk about
Okay.
that is a really cool hand tracking game. It's gonna be a video that's gonna be either coming out possibly tonight, maybe tomorrow on this game as well, and that's Rogue Ascent. Officially has launched on the MetaQuest store. It's been out for about
Awesome.
I would say about almost a year or so on App Lab, but they've graduated to the Quest Store. And I'm gonna tell you guys, you'll see the 15-minute challenge review that we did on it. But I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, I ain't gonna tell you because if I tell you, then you don't need to watch it. So you gonna watch the
It's
video
coming.
to find out the verdict. But I will tell you this: it is very much one of the most unique hand tracking games I've ever played. And this is once again hand tracking. No controllers, guys. So
Awesome.
just imagine you shooting, and you would think it's, you know, like how does it keep track? But watch the review. Watch the review is what I'm gonna say on that. Watch the review. So let's check in with everybody real quick. Show Futuristic said, if I had one dream job, it would be to work for Meta to shape up Horizon Worlds. I'll do a
Awesome.
ground floor restructure. My goodness, man. All right, we want to hear some of these plans. We might have to have you on the
Right.
show to talk about some of your plans that you got. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got Mrs. Grey Wolf in the building. Hold on, we got to
Hey
put
there,
some,
Mrs.
make some
Grey
noise
Wolf.
for the fam in the building. And we got Tribe say,
Hey.
oh.
Hey, man.
Hey, we appreciate you tuning in. And, of course, another fam in the building, Alex VR.
Hey,
Yo, what's
Alex.
good? What's good?
Hey.
And thank you for bringing back Between Realities this Friday, y'all. Make sure y'all
Yes.
tune in to Between Realities on their channel and check out their amazing podcast. We had the
Absolutely.
pleasure to be on it, and you never know. We might have them at some point one of
Never
these
know. Just stay
days.
tuned.
Just stay tuned, you know? So, yes, now let's get into our conversation for the week. A shift is coming. All right? A shift
Yes.
is coming. So we talked a little bit about the gaming showcase that Meta is about to put on, right? We talked about Apple with their keynote on June 5th. We talked a little bit about the Augmented World Expo, all happening around May 31st through June 2nd. There's a lot of exciting things happening in this space to really shift the whole culture of VR. What's your thoughts on that, Joy?
Absolutely. I mean, I really feel as though this time is very crucial to get the backing of Meta. First, they were spearheading it, and for
Yeah.
them to reassure people saying that, okay, look, we may have gotten sidetracked, but we are still in this for sure. It calmed a lot of nerves of a lot of people.
Yes.
And then for all of these conferences and different things to be coming up right now, it is cementing that VR is here to stay and it is not going anywhere.
Yes.
You don't know how many articles I've seen on Twitter and other little outlets saying that VR is gone, the metaverse is dead, and all this kind of
Yes.
stuff. And I'm like, it is not at all.
Yeah, it's one of those things where honestly, when you really think about the trajectory, look, I can't talk a trajectory,
Yeah.
blah, 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 trajectory. See what you using the force on me, man? Anyway, the trajectory of where Meta has taken VR. So we got to go back a little bit because VR is dead has been a trending word and topic since VR was on the scene from the 90s all the way up to now. Like every year, it's a new doom and gloom story saying VR is dead, right? So the idea of that Meta is reuniting their faith in the metaverse. You got Apple finally launching out into a mixed reality device. You got a whole expo around what's going to be happening in the VR space for the rest of this year and maybe into the coming year, all happening at the same time, right? We're finally at that fever pitch moment of do or die. Can you with me on that? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I really believe the Quest 3 is the device. You know, Huh, all right, I gotta put my Apple hat on. I gotta put my Apple
Okay.
hat on. I will never forget. Steve Jobs came on stage to talk about the iPhone 4,
Okay.
and they literally said this was the phone we always wanted to ship. Not iPhone
Mm,
1, 2, or 3. It was iPhone 4 when they finally got to the form factor that the more box kind of, because it's kind of been like the same way since iPhone 4, right?
yeah.
That particular device is like with FaceTime, everything was integrated into it. This was the device we always wanted to ship. We just could not get it there, and I believe, go with me, guys, that the Quest 3 and every device that's coming after that is really the VR standalone VR devices that we always wanted and
Mm.
needed. Because
Oh
we'll
yes.
finally have a little bit more processor. You gotta remember the Quest 2 is running on a processor from way back that was kind of birthed in like late 2019, 2020. We're
Hmm.
talking about bleeding edge technology at that time, and we're just now seeing kind of like the crux of what it can do fully. But now we're about to get something that's at least double. They've even went on record and said it's gonna be at least double the power and more RAM. So it's exciting to think about. Now I don't want to just put this on Meta because
Hmm.
with Apple coming into the fray, we know a $3,000 device possibly with an
Yeah.
M2 processor in it, which is a full-on computer chip. It gets me really, really excited about what's going to be possible, not only for could be more hand tracking type games, but just a full-fledged piece of how it works. Because we're
And
go ahead,
yeah,
go. I love it. Go ahead.
I really think that because Apple is entering into this space with the mixed reality device, and Meta is going to come in with the three, and that's going to be a mixed reality device as well at a
Correct.
cheaper price point. I think that is what is going to be that selling point for the three, is that it's a cheaper version of mixed reality that you can experience at an affordable price.
Correct. And I love that statement too because when you think about the Quest Pro and the price range, even though it launched at 1,500, it
Hmm.
dropped down to $999.
Yeah.
So that also makes the Quest 3 kind of say, okay, well it's gotta be lower than that. So it's gotta definitely
Yeah.
stay at least 500 to 600 lower than that price range. So the exciting thing is that Meta's in there for it, Apple's coming, and Google and Samsung partnered up a little while ago to begin to
Yeah.
build out some augmented reality, mixed reality device type things as well. So who's to say within the next 3 to 4 months we're going to be seeing a revolution? Now, here's the thing: there's a
Oh
difference
yeah.
between evolutional steps and revolutional steps. Because when something evolves, it completely just shifts and changes. Like we
Yes.
evolve. Well, revolution is more of a thing of we're going piece by piece, little by little, step by step. So we're about to see a more revolution in what's going to be happening in the Quest platform with Apple and all those good stuff. So we really want people to kind of stay tuned because there's so much more coming in store for us.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about the Apple use cases. What's something that you think will be a really big use case for the Apple headset?
Let's see. Other than the things that they said that they were projected to do, as far
Correct.
as the like sharing. Oh, my favorite, the apps becoming an augmented experience.
Yeah.
That part right there. Now, this is the thing. Which apps? Will it be all the apps? Will it
Correct.
be some, like, it has to be a
Well,
list of something,
you
because
know
I know
what?
all of them won't have it.
Yeah, when Apple switched the processors in the Mac, they also allowed to say that the Mac can now run iPad apps because it's running an ARM chip. So the same chip will be inside of the Quest, not the Quest, the Apple mixed
The
reality
Apple.
heads. I also used to saying Quest mixed reality device. So the excitement of it is that because it can run it, that means apps should be able to run. But I'm certain it's gonna have to be a checkbox. It's gonna have to be some
Yeah.
modifications. And honestly, like the Apple Watch, I don't think we're going to see the best of it within the first 6 months of it.
Oh no.
I think we're
No.
going to begin to see a little bit of a bigger story as they get to the cheaper Apple mixed reality devices they really want to launch. This is
Yeah.
more like the development kit. And I saw Alex in the chat say, "What are your thoughts on no controllers with the Apple headset?" Um, I'll let you answer that first, Jordan, and I'm a join in.
Well, since they're saying that they won't have one, I really think that they are betting hard that their device is going to be very good with hand tracking, for real. Um, it's going to make some things different. It may revolutionize things. It may we may not be able to go back to controllers after using it. You know, we're going to be like, what is this? If
Yeah.
their process is so um fluid and whatnot. So
So
I'm curious to see how it's going to be, but
I,
I'm kind of on the fence about it.
I want to blow people's minds real quick. All right. So I love that answer. Now, I don't think it's not going to have controllers. I just don't think they're going to be first party. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Okay,
why.
I didn't even think about that.
So, Apple for the last few years they launched something called Apple Arcade, and with Apple Arcade, majority of the games have to had in the beginning controller support. So you could use an Xbox controller or a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. And listen, even the adaptive triggers of the PlayStation DualSense, the lights, everything about it could be used in the actual iPad for any of the apps that you do. So the Xbox, PlayStation DualSense. But in iOS 16, they also added Joy Cons from Nintendo Switch and full
Forgot all
motion,
about that.
full
Yeah.
rumble feature, as well as all of the buttons, and even using them as dual or using them as one was added to the iOS 16 to use with your iPad to play games. So hear me out here. There
Okay.
might be a Nintendo partnership. There might be some type of other type of connection because we haven't heard Nintendo jump into the VR space, and we know
You're
that
right.
Nintendo actually released a few apps on the App Store, like Animal Crossing Village, I believe it was called, Mario Kart, as well as a few others, Super Mario Jump or something like that. And so it's a possibility that they may be getting into the space with Apple, and you let them use the Joy-Con as input devices because as you know the original
That's good.
Oculus Rift devices, the original DK1 or DK2 used the Xbox controllers for all of their experiences. So there's not saying that you can't play an immersive game with a controller. It just may not be a first party device. You know, their
That's
phone's
great.
lidar camera does a great job with hand tracking. Yes, it does, and
Okay.
occlusion as well. So
Well, I'm
we think,
excited.
yeah, we think I'm not as worried about that. Well, because I believe Apple has been working for years on AR kit and really building out since I think iOS 8 or iOS 9. So right around that time. So it's been almost at this point 8-9 years that they've been building on top of that platform. So we
Yeah.
really expect some really big things from Apple, and we're gonna hold them to it. And you know, if it's dope, two of them in this house. That's right. You can count the money. So we need y'all support. Um, you can dial 888. Give
Not
me money.
888.
Give me money or super chat. Um, because we're gonna need it because you're gonna be
Oh my
buying a whole
god.
bunch of stuff. And look, Alex comes in and says, "Good stuff's crazy. You can use Joy Cons with an iPad." Yeah, man. I keep my we you know over here getting things done. We keep our posts on
Keep our iPad.
we keep our post on everything happening in all of
Yeah.
the space. So anything gaming related, like I said, we got an Xbox, we got the PlayStation 4, we got the iPads, we got Switches, we got a whole arcade system in the back. That's a whole nother
Yeah.
story.
That's a
Okay.
whole nother story.
So we really into gaming. So that's one of the things. But we wanted to talk about also another topic because it just so happens that we're in the midst of mental health awareness month, right?
Absolutely.
And so we wanted to take a little diversion in our conversation to talk about some of our favorite mental health applications that we use personally
Hmm.
for our benefit and for our mental awareness because it's so important. I think that's one of the VR's greatest pieces that I think people ignore is the ability it has to help you kind of block out the world for a moment and
Yeah.
just get centered. So let's start off with you, Joy. What's one of your first applications that you use for mental health?
The Trip app. The Trip
Okay.
app with all of the sensations that in the sounds, it just zens you out. And so I absolutely love that app. And you just get taken away to another space and it blocks out everything around you. So I would definitely, if you want to focus on something like block everything out, use the Trip app. You will
Yeah.
be calmed immediately.
Man, definitely, definitely. Okay, that is a I've never downloaded that app.
Yeah.
And I know they added some pass through features recently with the Quest Pro, right? So where the
Yes.
stuff can come into the room, and that's really
Mm,
cool. So okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to, I might download it. I'm gonna download it after the podcast because I
okay.
need me a little
I
moment,
cannot.
okay? Because she ain't feeding me, because of food, y'all. Because she got me on this diet. I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to like wake y'all up. She got me on this diet and I can't eat.
Oh my
Somebody send
gosh.
pizza. Alex, send pizza, please. But anyway, so my first app on the list is actually Tetris Connect. So I'll talk a little bit about Tetris Connect. When I first
Okay.
got the Quest, um, one of the things that was really I had just suffered an anxiety attack for the first time in my life. It was like
Yeah.
like a month after I had the anxiety attack. I
Mhm.
came into I saw the Quest 2 was launching. I was like, I heard VR is really good for mental health. I just had a lot on my mind, had a lot of work I was going through, a lot of heaviness I was dealing with, and that was in 2020. So, we're dealing with the pandemic as well, all that great stuff. Well, not great stuff, but all that stuff that was going on. And
Mhm.
with the Quest 2, I saw they had Tetris connected, and I was like, what, this is like a cool game. I used to love it on my Game Boy, and I decided I wanted to go ahead and get that particular application. And I'm gonna tell you guys, once I got that application, and got in it with the graphics and the visuals and the music and the sensation, and it was just Tetris. I mean, it has some cool other elements to it, but it's
Yeah.
basically just Tetris. And I was all in. Like I was like, oh, it was fully immersive. It was all around. The sound was so engaging, and it just helped me check out in a time when I really did not know how to handle anxiety. There's
Yeah.
so many things that's so great about using devices like the Quest 2, because if I didn't have the device at the time, I don't know how I would have dealt with a lot of that. I'm super better now, and don't like I said, we don't use VR as an escape for this stuff, but it
Mhm.
was something about being able to get into that and just kind of block out the sound. Put some good headphones in and just really go back into it. You remember that time, Joy, when I was
I
dealing with that
remember
stuff?
it was
Yeah.
rough. It was rough, but I'm so glad you came out of it. So praise God for that.
Yeah, yes. And so look, Alex said we did get piece of that Friday night thanks to you. Hey, look, man, I gotta get one of them pictures up to share. We be having such a good time inside of our VR date nights with our family out there.
Yes.
Gamer Drake says the music is so good, that game too. Yes. Look, man, I love Tetris Effect. It's just one of the greatest games on the platform. And Alex says Tetris Effect is amazing. I had tears running down my cheeks at the end of the first level. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
it
goodness.
it gets to you.
Yeah.
The sounds and the feel, it really gets to you. Now they have multiplayer,
I'm
so
gonna have to try
now
it.
I can whoop Joy's butt for not letting me eat
Now, see, then it's not
fast
gonna be
food.
Zen anymore. It's not gonna.
I want Whataburger. I want Whataburger right now, y'all.
Oh
I'm so hungry.
my
But anyway, we'll
goodness.
move on. So what's your next app on the list that you wanted to talk about?
Okay, so I want to insert this app, which is Horizon Worlds. The reason being is
Okay,
because of places like Joy in the Morning.
say that.
Sometimes we don't have a place to vent. We don't have a place to communicate our feelings to people who would really understand how we're feeling, And so Joy in the Morning is that place where we get together and we help people become more joyful, optimistic, and yearning for positivity by sharing our experiences that we've been through,
Say that.
and encouraging each other to let you know that it's not always going to be like this. You're going to get over it. And this is how I got over it if I experienced it. And the entire audience have an opportunity to share. And it is a beautiful experience. We laugh, we cry, we uplift each other. And season 3 is coming. So I just had to throw that shameless plug in there. But
No, it ain't no shame. It ain't no shame.
but there are other places of social VR that is very important to your mental health, to speak with people, to communicate. And
Yeah.
I mean, I know sometimes we're in our little bubble and we only talk to those that we talk to,
Yeah.
but it's so good to be able to branch out and meet people from all walks of life, hear all different types of experiences, and try to relate to others. It's so healthy for that. So
Man, I love that. Let me get a little. Let me give it a little. There we
Aw.
go. I don't know. I don't know what that sound was, the little
I don't
bicycle
know what that
horn,
was,
but
but I
but
get
no,
it.
I love that. No, because being around other people is a
Yeah.
great way to, and then be around other people who may be dealing with the same things you're dealing with. So we have this beautiful thing about the VR family. I call it the VR family because it is a family. Like everyone in the chat
Mhm.
right now, everyone's having conversations. Like the Grey Wolves are having conversation with Alex, and everyone's having a good time. And it's just this thing about, I only seen it in VR, but I think it's because we can also connect on a social way. We got the
Absolutely.
chance to go out with Alex and his beautiful wife, Brittany, on a VR date nights. We've done two of them so far, and it's just been like, it's like having
It was so cool.
family, from another part of the planet, another part of Earth, another part of the United States. It's just like just an amazing thing, and get to talk and just connect and high five and have fun, and it just really makes you feel good every time we've gotten off of the headset from those date nights. We're like, man, that was so much fun,
It
you
was.
know?
And also two other VR social experiences.
Yeah,
Don't limit yourself to just playing those one shooter game apps or just, those solo games. Make sure that you get into a place that is healthy, not the toxic ones, but be
yeah.
able to express yourself and really feel that deeper connection with people who
Yeah.
have that in mind.
And listen, go try something new. We got a chance to go into Neo. Shout out to the Grey Wolves are in here
Yes,
as well, as along with Skiva, who's the other
that was
half of
so much
Between
fun.
Realities. And we had so much fun. And we would have probably never went into Neos if we
Probably
didn't
wouldn't.
have such great tour guides. And
Yes.
it's just getting out of your element sometimes is also a great way to deal with mental health. So I think
Yeah.
that's why these applications work so great. And it's just definitely something we want to get into. So you did Tetris Connect. We did Horizon Worlds. You did Trip. All right, I got one I want to talk about. All right. I'm going to talk about gym class. Okay, gym class,
Okay.
because I am not a good hooper. Okay, I'm not that guy. I'm not Steph Curry
You
in the
say I'm
pot.
not that guy.
I'm not there, right? But man, there's something about putting some jams on, listening to some music, getting into gym class, and just shooting some free throws, just moving around the court and just shooting and just letting my thoughts kind of flow. A lot of times
Yeah.
when I'm writing music or I'm trying to think through a proposal for something, or if I'm trying to think through a
Hmm.
meeting I gotta jump on, I'll jump in the gym class for about 5 to 10 minutes, just shoot
Yep.
around, kind of go over the notes in my head and my thought, what I want to talk about, and it's just really, really good. And something about throwing something away, that feeling of throwing something means like something leaving my hand is almost like something leaving me. So letting all the
That's good.
anxiety go away, letting all that just kind of push away from me. So look, I'm doing my little hands because I'm trying to, I'm saying, I'm trying to visualize being in gym class. So that's one of the apps that's really good for me as well. So check those out as well. Joy, what's your other ones?
So the next one I have is Cubism. Cubism is the one where it's the puzzle.
Yeah.
It's a 3D puzzle that you can do, and I really love doing that because your focus, you can just
Look, she even
you
got
lose it.
quiet. She even got
It
quiet when she
calms
said
me.
it.
It really does. Doing cubism, it really does calm me, and I can just think about this and not all the other billions of things that's running through my head
That's
or
so
my
good.
to-do list and stuff
That's
like
so
that.
good.
So yeah.
Wow, and let me tell y'all, I've never seen Joy more frustrated with me. When she was watching me, I was casting cubism before she got it. I was casting cubism, and she was like, "You can't get that puzzle. Come on, you just give me the controllers." And look, she didn't even have the headset on. She grabbed the controllers and was looking at the screen and was like, I was like, yo, how does your brain work? So only she would pick a game that I'm not good at all. Yes, I'm the guy that takes 20 minutes on the first puzzle. Be quiet, be
I'm
quiet.
analytical,
Yeah,
so
she's super analytical and that stuff like that.
yeah.
All right. So my other app would be Vermilion. I love painting in VR. We don't do it as
Yeah.
much as I would like us to do because we love doing it as a couple, and maybe we'll have to do like a stream one day where we get like maybe another couple with us and we just get in there painting. I'm looking at the Grey
Yeah.
Wolves. I'm looking at the Great Wolves. Y'all get in there and paint with us. But I think that would be really amazing to just get in because every time we've done a painting in there, something about just using those tools and using the brushes and the haptic feedback of the Quest Pro, especially.
Yeah.
It just lets you just kind of with every stroke, Let me hold that.
Oh my
With,
God.
with every stroke of the paintbrush,
paintbrush.
you really just kind of have a mindless moment, and you end up having a really cool painting. And I'm the better painter. Let's just be honest. Well,
We'll just, we'll
all
just
right.
let the audience
We'll have to stream. One of these times we're gonna stream us playing a Vermilion and let y'all see the paintings that come, the masterpieces that come from me. But anyway, what's one of your other? I think you had like one or two other apps that you wanted to talk about. We could just kind of double those up since we're getting out of time.
Yeah. So my last one that I would say would be Supernatural. You know, nothing like a good workout to get your mind off of things and work through things in your mind while you're working out your body. So I would say Supernatural.
See, I thought you was gonna go for Forever Pool because that game you play that game hard. You be
I do.
y'all. I have never seen somebody be so in love with whooping computer components, and then she got on and start whooping people online and be like, look, the microphone unmuted, and she just like, yeah, all right, next. I'm like. Next, I'm like, my goodness, man. She be up in there playing everybody. So y'all do not want to see her in pool. Look, she even we did a live stream. Y'all can go back and check it out. We did like a test stream on Instagram and on YouTube, and she whipped my butt. You know, I thought I had her. I had it in the first round. She got me in the second round, and she killed me in the third round. That's not important. But it was a really cool thing. My last one is actually connected to kind of what you were talking about, was just world hopping in general. You know, going into VR chat. One of our new pastimes now, because we're really big into Horizon, but one of our pastimes now is getting into VR chat, and just, there's a Twitter feed I follow. I have to find the name, and they just show all these incredible, amazing, detailed worlds. And we're like, PCVR only. Oh my gosh. Do not stay away from the Quest 2 version, okay? It just doesn't even live up to. And funny story, y'all. Funny story. Come to find out, we up in VR chat. Joy's having a good time. She like, man, my FPS is like at 72, 90, and I'm like, oh man, mine's at 30. Like what the heck's going on? And she's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with you. And she's on Airlink. I'm on cable. I'm like, okay, we on the same type of computer. We both have the identical laptops, identical drivers, identical NVIDIA cards. Like, it's the same exact thing. Why am I getting 30 FPS every time I come into VR chat? And so I get out the headset. It's a long night. I think we was in there for like an hour and a half. And come to find out on NVIDIA's settings, there's battery boost, and it locks everything to 30 FPS. And I'm like,
and I was like, you did not see this detail here? You didn't see it? I'm just being blown away by these different details.
And so that gave me anxiety. Like, that actually hurt me. It gave me more anxiety there. But, it's one of those things where we really enjoy world hopping and having those experiences. And, try some of these apps out for yourself. Once again, we're going to go do them again. Tetris Connect, Gym Class, Vermilion, Trip, Supernatural. There was a Cubism as well in Horizon World. So definitely check those in. Forever Pool. Yeah, Forever Pool. So definitely check out those applications. You got any last anything you want to talk to the audience with before we go?
Yeah, I just want to say that y'all make sure you take care of yourselves out here. Mental Health Month, we're just bringing awareness to it, but you need to be doing this 365 days a year. Mental health is so important, so make sure you take care of yourselves and have a good time doing it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna definitely say as well, not just take care of your mental health, but your physical health as well. It's something that we've definitely taken a bigger toll and bigger jump into lately. Send food, please. When you watch this, just send food, please. Even in the chat, just put some pizza emojis or something. Just let me know that you heard. Send food. But anyway, we're so excited and so thankful to have you guys tune into us live every time we do an episode of Get 'em to the Metaverse. Metaverse. Listen,
Yes, thank
we got
y'all.
some incredible guests coming for the month of May and even into June. So I would not go anywhere. I would make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you're
Yes.
hitting the thumbs up. Make sure you comment below, letting us know
Tell
how
a
much you
friend.
enjoy.
Tell
And
somebody.
tell somebody, man. And listen, make sure once again that you stay healthy in these meta streets. And we will see you guys next time on Get 'em to the Metaverse.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.